All right, guys. So I had a few people reach out to me today, and they basically told me that, yo, Echoes, Stock Mo went on CNBC today. And I'm like, what? And sure enough, I go on CNBC's YouTube channel. Stock Mo was really on there, and they even put his real name. They said Ryan Stock Mo Manaski weighs in on the meme stock revival. And, at first when I saw this, I'm like, I can't believe this. And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, CNBC is honestly kind of a clown network. As a matter of fact, they are a clown network. And we're going to go over that a little bit right now. But when I really thought about it, I'm like, okay, when I consider what CNBC is all about, they don't really care about helping investors or educating you or anything like that. It's just pure entertainment. This is a network that talks about finance, and they mostly do it in a way that is meant to entertain you. And it's very important that you all realize this because, in my opinion, CNBC actually does a lot more harm than good. Now, the reason why I want to highlight Stock Mo is because I'm one of those people who's very adamant about spreading the word of just how much of a clown Stock Mo is. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of a refresher here, okay? I need you guys to know who Stock Mo is. I need you guys to know who CNBC just let on their platform. Now, this is how CNBC thinks. They're a big network. They're like, okay, we don't know who this guy is, but what we do know is our little interns who did their research and found our next guest. They told us that this guy has 620,000 subscribers. They told us that this guy gets, sorry, I'm under popular. He does not get this many views. They told us that this guy gets 12,000 to 20,000 views per video. So you know what? We're going to bring him on the channel because with him being on here, we could get his followers on here. We'll get some eyeballs, and there you go. That's what CNBC is. It's a network. They don't care about having anybody who's decent, who actually, knows about stocks, wants to help you. They don't care if they have the scum of the earth. They'll bring Jordan Belfort on. They'll bring any scammer, clown, former prisoner, whatever, if they think they're going to get views. Very important you guys know that. CNBC is no different than Cartoon Network. You shouldn't even watch it, in my opinion, unless you strictly understand that it is mainly for entertainment, okay? Now let's walk over exactly who Stock Mo is. Here's some of the videos. How to become a millionaire by investing with leveraged ETFs, okay? Next video. Shiba Inu coin, price prediction. Next video. And these are his highest viewed videos. Best penny stocks to buy now. You see, Stock Mo was the guy who not only had people buying leveraged ETFs, Stock Mo had people buying penny stocks, lost a bunch of money. Stock Mo is very well known for pumping NEO, but he didn't pump NEO at current price. If he actually told everybody, I believe in NEO and I like it at the current price, I wouldn't even be mad at him. I would be like, you know what? At this price, I'm not mad at you at all. You believe in it, fine. This price really isn't that bad. I'm saying this, I haven't even checked it. Hopefully it's still at penny stock territory because that's what I'm talking about. But he didn't do that. This guy pumped NEO at $60, $55 a share. And I have a video on this. This guy created an entire army of NEO bag holders. And unfortunately, some of those poor souls are still holding NEO to this day, hoping that it'll maybe one day go back up. There are people right now who bought thousands of shares of NEO because of Stock freaking Mo. This guy's an absolute slimeball. He's a scumbag. There's no other way to say this. So continuously pump NEO, continuously pump CCIV and all these other weird penny stocks, Charge Point, all this. I don't even remember at this point. Every terrible stock you could think of, he's done. I mean, the guy just doesn't know what he's doing. He has a track record. You don't believe me? Go to his videos, go to Popular, just start watching. Start from the beginning, start watching. And if you know anything about investing, you'll understand, okay? I'm telling you right now, many of you all in the comments, just regular everyday people watch YouTube, you probably know more about stocks than Stock Mo, okay? Now, let's talk about CNBC's history. CNBC has had a lot of scammers on their channel, okay? They've had certain CEOs who ended up going to prison. They've had certain CEOs who got in trouble with the feds, ended up having to pay a fine. They've had CEOs whose companies went bankrupt. due to them lying, literally. They've had Sam Bankman-Fried on their channel, and they did like this whole special event for Sam Bankman-Fried. They had him on the channel, and not only that, they have Jim Cramer. And everybody knows that Jim Cramer is just like he is the ultimate meme at this point. He's such a meme. Some guy made an inverse ETF for all of Jim Cramer's stock picks. There's a Jim Cramer stock pick tracker on Twitter. There's an account that has like 300,000 followers just to make fun of him. And Jim Cramer is the face of CNBC, just clown world. Let me show you the ultimate thing, because I just got to refresh your memory. I don't remember if this happened in 2021 or 2022, but this is probably the funniest thing that ever happened on CNBC. These are the types of people that they allow on their network. Let's go ahead and play the video.
Facto get to the market call from the individual names.
And some individual names that you like right now and have actually been putting money in right now include Upstart, that is one, Tesla, MGM, and AIG. Why those four, all of which you've bought within, well, basically this week, except Tesla, end of last month?
Yeah, so Upstart's up about 25% just in 4 days since we bought it. We bought it on about 4 days ago. So that's actually made a nice little move in the short term, probably a little extended right now, but longer term, that's a good looking name. Very powerful, very strong earnings. These stocks are
acting. What do they do?
Really
I don't even know them. What do they do?
Excuse me?
What does Upstart do?
I'm sorry.
What kind of company is it?
Yeah, I'm not. You're breaking up.
Oh, well, I guess we've got an audio problem there, Mark. I'm sorry.
All right, folks. These are the types of people that CNBC brings on their platform. You talk about a clown. This guy came on here and said, yeah, we're buying Upstart. It's already up 23% in our portfolio. And he said something interesting. He said we're long Upstart. He said in the long term, we think it's going to do. So he hinted that he's going to hold this company for the long term. Then when the guy said, what did they do? He couldn't answer the question, and he tried to lie and say, oh, you're breaking up. I can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. The guy didn't even know what the dang stock does. He don't even know what the company does. You're buying stocks. You're going on a major platform that probably has millions of people, at least hundreds of thousands of people who watch every single day. You don't even know what it does. These are the types of clowns that they have. So when you put all of this into perspective, I'm not surprised that StockMo is on here. Now, I know I talked for a while. I'm sorry. I just had to break down so you guys could get some perspective here of how terrible CNBC is and also how bad StockMo is, because I'm telling you, he's up there with me, Kevin, and Jeremy LePay. StockMo is one of the worst, and he has harmed so many people. It is so sad that, unfortunately, in this country, the way the United States government sees it, or, the regulatory bodies and finance in the United States, the way they see it is, if you get tricked by these scammers, these clowns, it's your fault. That's the way they see it. That's why they don't go after these guys. They don't care about you. They look at it as you shouldn't have listened to them, I don't fully agree, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Okay, let's actually hear what Ryan Manoski has to say. Here we go.
Trades and the bigger Dow run to 40K. Retail trader and online personality Ryan Manoski, known as StockMo, joins us now. His YouTube channel, also called StockMo, has well over 600,000 subscribers. It's great to have you here, Ryan. Welcome.
Of course. His YouTube channel has well over 600,000 subscribers. They're saying that as if he has some sort of like that means anything. Like you don't get any cool. That doesn't mean that you know what you're talking about just because you have 600,000 subscribers. As a matter of fact, little do they know, he has 600,000 subscribers. God knows how, and he knows nothing. He is responsible. This guy is 100% responsible for the financial destruction of hundreds of people, maybe even thousands, and they have this guy on his network. Crazy.
I appreciate being on here. Thank you.
It's interesting that we're seeing both the broad market and the meme stocks really perking up this week. What do you think is going on here?
Well, I asked the community yesterday, I said, why are we moving into some of these plays? And for example, today, I see Faraday Future Intelligent Electric absolutely exploding up. And it's the short squeeze. Some people want to go ahead.
Now look at this. This is the other problem I have with CNBC. You see how they're trying to give him credit? They're trying to make it seem like he has some sort of, like he's some sort of authority. They're like, oh, he has 600,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's a former financial advisor for American Express Financial Advisors. You guys see this? They don't understand it. That doesn't matter. Like, I'm almost starting to think that CNBC is part of the scam here. Like, they know this guy's a clown. They probably do. They just don't care. They're like, it doesn't matter. He was a financial advisor. He has 600,000 subscribers. And we need you guys to know you can trust his advice. He's welcome on this platform because he was a former financial advisor. But you know what they're not telling you? He pumped NEO at $60. He pumped CCIV at $50. He pumped this terrible company. He pumped that terrible company. He had a penny stock portfolio, and most of the companies in the penny stock portfolio are bankrupt. I mean, oh my goodness. Like, this is just embarrassing. The finance community is an absolute embarrassment. The biggest creators on YouTube are an absolute embarrassment. The networks are an absolute embarrassment. The anchors are an absolute embarrassment. Jim Cramer is an absolute embarrassment. This is crazy. I told you guys, finance is the only community where you can be a complete clown, a complete degenerate idiot, and go on these networks and get some sort of credit as if you're some sort of authority. Can't do that in anything else. Can't do that in science. Can't do that in astrophysics. Can't do that in engineering. Can't do it in, I don't even know, math. I don't know. You got to be a legit expert and know what you're talking about. But in finance, you don't got to know nothing. Nothing. Can't read financials. Don't know how to pick stocks. Have a horrible track record of picking bankrupt companies, of losing people a lot of money, and your all-time returns are probably minus 30, 40, 50% because your main way of making money is through Patreon. But it doesn't matter. It's finance. This is clown world. The finance community on social media and on the internet is clown world. Seriously. Like, if they just got rid of finance on the internet, I wouldn't even be mad. You might as well just get rid of it. Go back to the old days. If you want to learn, you got to go to Wall Street. You got to go to school. That's it. Like, this is crazy. Okay. Okay. Let's hear what you got to say, I guess.
Just a huge community from back in 2021. And so that's driving a lot of interest in these meme plays right now.
Yeah, and I think what I find so striking about it is it'd be one thing if he did a one-off post or Ryan Cohen or any of these guys, but it's got to be more than a
I'm not going to lie, I don't even want to watch this, and I don't care. You want to watch it, you watch it on your own. The name of the video is Ryan Stockmo Minoski weighs in on the meme stock revival. Go watch it on your own, okay? I don't want to watch it. I've said all I had to say. For the love of God, don't ever watch this clown. CNBC is an embarrassment. Don't ever watch them. The whole finance community is an embarrassment. There's only like 5 to 6 channels that are really actually decent. It's sad, but it's true, okay? You really want to learn about finance? Go to your local library or Barnes & Noble, whatever. Just buy a book. You're going to learn so much more from the book than these clowns. You're going to learn so much more from the book than CNBC. You're going to learn so much more from the book than me, Kevin's course. Okay? That's it. Okay. Bye-bye.